We do focus, though, on that big eyebrow raiser today from Fundstrat's chief technical strategist, who says this week could be a turning point for stocks, at least in the near term. Let's welcome in Fundstrat's Tom Lee for more. I appreciate you joining me on what is a very interesting note, Tom. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, great to see you, Scott.
So your head of technical strategy is Mark Newton, and you say that he believes the S&P 500 might be near a peak by the end of this week. This, in turn, likely results in some consolidation, which could retrace 38 to 50% of the move from October before markets can push higher into December. So we're about 9% higher since the beginning of October. Let me ask you first and foremost, do you agree with your chief technical strategist on what he has to say?
Mark Newton's been exceptionally good at making tactical observations at turning points. So I think it warrants us warning clients, and that's why I made it so prominent in our commentary to clients today. I think there are some fundamental factors sort of supporting this. One is there is a macro uncertainty now with regard to Fed chair. And as you know, if there is a change in chairmanship, the markets are going to test that person. So I think it does create poor visibility. And we know COVID cases are rising. And while we don't want clients to be alarmed, it looks like we're going to have something that looks like wave 4 underway, and I think it's reflected in why there's been a rotation into defensives, and I think a defensive-led rally isn't as healthy, especially into the period into Thanksgiving. So I'd agree that I think that we could have a speed bump, and hopefully it's not 5%, but it could be something that warrants warning clients.
But you think we're at what? Excuse me, the words that you just used, a turning point potentially, and hearing you say that is big news to our viewers, for sure, given how bullish you've been. I said you guys have been the most bullish firm on the street. You've been certainly right up there at the top in terms of strategists. You told me the last time that you were here, which was only a couple of weeks ago, 4,800 on the S&P is your year-end target. Wouldn't even surprise you if we could get to 5,000 by the end of the year. This feels like a real turn, Tom.
Scott, it's as you know, it's hard to tell what could happen at a turning point. So I might say that our base case remains whatever happens is a viable pullback. I think we still exit the year strong because it would be a textbook pullback into a December rally. And that means we could still be 4,800 or 4,850, but it wouldn't be from 4,700 here. It could be from a lower level. So it actually ends up being a very viable dip.
So we may just we may just have to work. Forgive me, Tom. We may just have to work a little bit harder to get to your optimistic target of 4,800.
That's right. And I think the one thing I'm watching in the next couple of weeks is just relative strength, because there has been some weakness developing in some sectors. So that's what I'm watching. But for now, I think the market overall is healthy, and it's great to see the NASDAQ rally because, as you know, that really is anchoring a higher S&P as a NASDAQ rally.